Hey, how y'all doing? This is Mungo Slade, and today we're going to talk about the Slammies and why I hate the Slammies. Because I do, I really do hate the Slammies. Now, here's what the reason why they have the Slammies is because the WWE cannot really win any awards. Most of these awards are captured by the institutions that they offer the awards to. This is why, when the Oscars came out with their new voting crap, it made such a big deal when they started prioritizing diversity and how many people are in the cast, how many black people and lesbians are in the cast, and all that type of stuff. See, WWE, they're not part of any of these unions. This is basically what it is. These institutions are unionized, and basically they, you know, and that's why independent films very rarely ever win anything. Because it's very difficult. These are institutions, they promote each other. The point of these things is a marketing gimmick. You slap the marketing gimmick onto the cover of a DVD or a movie. It says Oscar award winning actor blah blah blah. It stars in Beautiful Rain Falls by Sunset Sea or some stupid shit like that, and it's like some woman running through a wheat field for 2 hours and then finally kissing some Italian looking dude. It's a stupid fucking movie, and it won like 10 Oscars. So like, who gives a shit? But anyway, WWE can't win any Oscars because they're not a part of the Screen Actors Guild. They also can't win any Tonys because, again, they're not part of these unionized industries. So they created their own award show, which they call the Slammies. Now, if I remember correctly, the Slammies actually were created in the 80s. They have been infrequent. They have not been around that long. I mean, despite the fact they've been around a long time, they have not been continuously used. Like, for most people who are under the age of 40, you probably remember there were no Slammies in the Attitude Era. I don't remember a single Slammy session in the Attitude Era. I think the last Slammy might have been in 97 or 98 or 96 or something like that. But most famously, the Slammies are known for Owen Hart, who put the Slammies on the map. Like everybody who wins Slammies now basically does the Owen Hart gimmick of bringing the Slammies to the ring and showing off the Slammies and really doing the most with Slammies. And it took for somebody to actually care about the damn Slammies before people decided to do anything with them. So I really don't care about the Slammies. Like, they just do it because WWE can't win any awards. Now they're doing the Slammies used to be completely kayfabe before, if I remember correctly. Now that they're doing fan voting, which so they're a little bit more legit. But at the same time, you also have WWE picks the people who are going to be involved in this whole thing. Like, I saw, I didn't watch the Slammies. Obviously, I'm not going to watch that shit. I hate it. Why would I watch it? But they had a bunch of like celebrities getting involved, and like if they're going to do the Slammies like a real thing, like they should have done a red carpet. It should have been like before Raw started, with like a full red carpet with making Vic Bailey wear a dress. I'm Team Pam, dog. I like let's take an aside. I saw this clip. This is what made me do this video. I saw a clip of Bailey doing. She was taking pictures with her Slammies. And I had no idea that the Slammies were even going on, or that was like, I completely just erased the Slammies from my mind because they suck. And I was like, Bailey is doing something. And I don't even follow Bailey on Twitter. I don't follow any wrestlers on Twitter. I just happen to see it. And she was she was taking a photo shoot with these Slammies, and she was talking about not winning the Slammies that she wanted, but she did win 2. And she called the fans idiots for not, giving her the Slammy that she wanted, even though she got 2 of them. She should have more, or she should have had one specific Slammy. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I was like, man, I'm Team Pam, dog. I'm sorry. She is like a great mix of good personality, nice body, and she can talk, and she's kind of cute. And I was like, okay, I've warmed up to Bailey. Bailey goes up a notch or 2 in my list. I like Bailey. So Bailey won 2 Slammies, I believe. I believe Drew McIntyre won 2 Slammies, including Male Wrestler of the Year, Male Superstar of the Year, and Superstar of the Year. He's a baby face. This is fan voted. It makes sense. That's why this is stupid. Bailey did not win Female Superstar of the Year, even though she should have won Sasha Banks won Female Superstar of the Year, but of course she's a babyface, fan voted. It makes sense. I know the Street Profits won 2 Slammys, Breakout Stars of the Year and Tag Team of the Year. Both of those make sense. And most of the other Slammys were miscellaneous nonsense. I know Match of the Year was the Boneyard match. And I don't consider the Boneyard match to be a wrestling match. It was a fight. It was a cinematic match. I don't consider that to be a wrestling match. Maybe they could have gave the cinematic matches its own criterion, because there were so many of them this year, right? There were so many cinematic matches. You could have just had cinematic match of the year and then in-ring match of the year. But I think, and then also there was no NXT. So NXT has its own year-end awards. So I think that the WWE, as far as, like, I took a peek at the, when I found out that the Boneyard match actually won match of the year, I was like, wait a minute, what were the options? And I looked and I saw that the best option that I saw was AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan from the Intercontinental Championship tournament. Like, that match was fucking fantastic. And that match was fantastic. They had 2 Hell in the Cell matches as options. The TLC match, not the TLC, but the Raw tag team match between the Hurt Business and the New Day. I don't even remember that, so I can't say that it was one of the best because I don't remember it. But I'm not mad that the Boneyard match won. I just kind of sat there and was like, I don't know if it's a wrestling match though. I'm willing to take up the argument in the comment section. If you believe that the Boneyard match is an actual match, then let me know. And I think moment of the year was Undertaker's retirement, but it probably should have been Edge's return. Edge's return was phenomenal. The rivalry of the year was also a problem for me because I believe Edge and Randy Orton won when that rivalry was actually very good at the start and then it cut short. The rivalry of the year should have been Bayley and Sasha Banks, because it was like, no, it wasn't quite the mega powers exploding. It wasn't quite that good, but it was built up, something they built up from April to like October, and of course it kind of dissolved really fast into them two having a Hell in a Cell match. It wasn't even in the main event, which is really weird. But I think Roman and Jey Uso, which I don't think was even an option, should have been on the list as well. That was great rivalry. That was fantastic, man. Roman versus Jey was amazing. Roman Reigns, speaking of Roman Reigns, he buried the Slammies, saying that he didn't need a participation award. He's the highest paid and the best. and the best. So he doesn't need a participation award, and he kind of moved on with his day because he didn't win anything. But he's still doing stuff for charity, so whatever. So that's basically it, man. Like, the Slammies suck. I've never been a fan of them. If they're going to do Slammies, they need to take it as serious as they take the Hall of Fame. They take the Hall of Fame very seriously. The Hall of Fame was also kind of booty for a long time because they would do it in like dark rooms, and it was very informal. Where they wouldn't show it on TV or anything like that. And then it became a thing where the Hall of Fame was, like the Slammies, were kind of shelved during the Attitude Era, where they kind of just did not pay attention to the Hall of Fame or the Slammies. And then out of nowhere, it seemed like the Hall of Fame and the Slammies came back in earnest, where they came back as yearly things after the Attitude Era. Like the Attitude Era, they just didn't want to keep anything, So, and it's crazy because the Attitude Era has, like, you look at the things that the Attitude Era has that every other generation doesn't have. The only thing is the King of the Ring, because the King of the Ring was continued during the Attitude Era and discontinued after, while every other era has Slammies and Hall of Fames, but the Attitude Era didn't. So that's weird. Anyway, I hate the Slammies, but I felt like, hey, let's just talk about it, because at least we might get 2 Slam Pam out of this whole ordeal. Maybe Bayley or walking around with some Slammies, and that might be pretty fun because it fits her character perfectly. She just kind of tacks on different things that she is involved with. Like she's still talking about being a Survivor Series captain, even though she lost, and Survivor Series is damn near 2 months ago, damn near a month ago. So here's hoping, Bayley or somebody who wants some Slammies make the Slammies matter and use it as an opportunity to get over. And maybe they'll do something silly like put the Slammy on the line in a match or something. That'd be fun. That would be fun, right? That would actually get me to care about the Slammies if somebody could lose their Slammy in a match. That'd be badass. I beat you to win your Slammy. That's great. As long as you don't do nothing stupid like slam me on a pole or a ladder match for a Slammy. That's just fucking dumb. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, donate to this channel to help it grow and to help me. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for the time. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.